And we are live.
Hello,
Hello,
friends.
Jacqueline. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you, Mary? How are you, people in chat?
I am doing amazing. I am excited for day 2 of INIT. I'm sure folks are just now rolling over here. We got started with the stream a little later than
It's
normal.
it's not late. We're just early for tomorrow.
So true. So true. We've got someone here. Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
people are here. Thank you for coming, everybody. It's great to see you all.
Yes, it is Jack and Mary today.
Can confirm I am not Ryan Swift.
Yes. um, Jacqueline and I were discussing before the stream started blahages
Obviously.
as we do, and I'm going to try to get one in my background before the end of the week. I had a blahage at Share, and now I don't have one, so I need to fix that at the week.
Well,
I know.
I know someone who has plenty. So,
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be too difficult to get one.
that is the amazing thing about being friends with Ryan Swift. There's just so many blahages available.
I love out of all the things you could have said, the reason you like being friends with Ryan is his collection of larges.
Let blahage take over the daily meetup today.
They're chilling over there, friend. They're already
Yeah,
here.
maybe. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, well, it looks like we have quite a few people in here. Should we get started with the slides, the happenings of day 2?
That would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? So
Okay,
let's do it.
let's do it. Welcome, everyone. We are back. You made it through day 1. I feel like already the first day just flew by me. So I am very excited to be here today. You're going to meet your MLHers. I know y'all already met me yesterday, but very quickly, if you didn't, my name is Mary. I work as our first party events manager here at MLH. And my fun fact today is that I was able to get some fireworks happening for INIT tonight in the United States. So if you're in the US, make sure you watch out for those coming to a city near you. I do want to introduce our special guest though today. Jacqueline, do you want to take it away?
Hey friends, yeah, I'm Jack. I'm a coach here at MLH, and I'm also a shark-themed cult leader for anyone who does not know that. My hobbies include going to IKEA. We just got a new one in Toronto, so my life has changed, and also annoying Ryan Swift. And I really do think you should all go to hackp.ac/blahage and click add to cart, because, like, you need one of these in your life, don't you? Like, obviously.
And for the folks at home, people are asking what is blahage?
Blahage is a 1 meter long version of this. A shark from IKEA. And Blahage is the future. And I mean, Blahage Gang was created as a joke, and it just reigns supreme now. So that's all I can really say.
We love to see it. People are calling me out on making the same joke that I made last year about the 4th of July. I was hoping no one would remember that, but
Mary is being sustainable. Recycling is good.
so true. So true. All righty. Shall we talk about how yesterday went?
I think we should. I think we definitely should.
Yes. We had over 400 friends referred yesterday, which was amazing.
Wow.
Jacqueline, I feel like you've personally brought in so many people to the community. Were you all 400 of these?
I actually wasn't. It turns out some of the people, like, I'm having a laid back in it this year, you know, I'm just chilling. I'm letting, like, my minions, such as Adam, who I'm sure some of you have met, and Tiff, like, go corral sharks. So this year I'm just having a chill one. So I think there's just a lot of cool people who brought cool people.
We love to see it. We had 18,000 points
Wow.
earned yesterday as well, which is very, very wild. If you're new to Global Hack Week, you might not know that everything here is just worth 1 point. So like each dev post project folks make, or challenge they submit, or live session they go to, it's all just 1 point. So y'all did 18,000 things yesterday, which is kind of hard to wrap my head around, to be honest.
It's a very big number.
Yeah. I never cease to be impressed by the hackers who come out to Global Hack Week. That is certainly for sure.
And I think there's another slide. Wow. This is super cool. Yeah, we've done a lot of stuff kind of yesterday. I think I saw a lot of the names in chat currently at like this mini event. But straight after opening, Kev kicked off GitHub, and I think a lot of you have now used GitHub, and GitHub is a really, really cool platform, and it was really, really cool to see so many people, like I think it was like 200 people there, like take their first steps into using it. It was awesome.
Yes, and this was Kevin's first time streaming at a Global Hack Week, and they did such an amazing job. Super, super impressed. You will be seeing more of Kevin this week, though. Do not worry. We also had Hannah back. I know Hannah is a fan favorite. She kicked off her web dev track yesterday, which I know a ton of people were at, learning how to build websites. It looks like we had a fan favorite within the website as well.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful website.
Yeah.
We've also we had some great fun with No Light with Izar and Ritvi. No Light is an amazing mini event. It's one of my favorites. I think the Harsh Tank is probably my favorite, but No Light is a close second. And there was some incredible creations and some less incredible creations, but that's the best part about No Light, right? When you make a typo and everything goes wrong, and it was super fun yesterday.
It really is. I love No Light. I wasn't able to make it to either of the sessions that we had on day one, which I was very disappointed about because that's probably my favorite mini event that we do. We also had Ellie on this stream showing y'all how to use React. I love that y'all showed up for this one. I think it's such a good tool to have as a hacker in the community. Like, you can use React in so many different projects. And there will be more Ellie throughout the week as well.
I ended up building some React yesterday too, so I'm hacking this event. So I think if you are building something, and I'll kind of send mine after this, but share screenshots in the chat of the cool stuff you're building, because I want to see your React projects so I can see how everyone's doing with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I haven't seen folks posting as much of their projects in Discord, so please go and do that. We might not have called that out enough yet. We also had a session from Will. He kicked off his machine learning track, which we're going to have more of today. Super, super cool to see y'all tackling this track. I know machine learning is an intimidating topic, and so I'm happy to see that y'all are taking that challenge on this week.
And Will's flower crown is one of the best things I've ever seen. So I definitely recommend going to Will's streams just for the vibes alone. Even if it's not a technology you're not interested in.
Just come for the vibes.
Yeah.
And just a reminder, we are going to be doing some swag drops over in Discord. Jacqueline, should we just give out a swag drop right now?
Yeah, let's just give out swag now. Why not?
Okay, let's give a swag right now. You want to pick a comment to give some swag to?
Yeah, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to give people a second to post, and then I'm going to click whichever one happens to be there. This is one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Here we go. 3, 2. There's a stream delay, friends, as well. 1. Whoever I just clicked, this person. J13K, congratulations. Our ticket's fixed. Are we opening a ticket to claim swag? Yes. So head over to MLH Discord, do some, in your ticket, prove this is your account in some way, and just say, hey, I want a swag drop on stream. And yeah, you've just won some awesome swag. I don't know what the swag is, but I'm sure it's amazing.
It's amazing swag. You're gonna love it. Amazing. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening today outside of Jacqueline and I handing out swag on stream. We have a bunch of cool sessions going on. Do you want to tell us about this first one?
Yeah, so Hack Your Express. So if you've ever been at a Global Hack Week or a local hack day or an INIT or literally just anything that involves Will, really, you'll have seen Will's absolute love for coffee. And today is no different. Will is going to be hacking your espresso. He's going to be, well, I don't want to give too much away, but just if you want a very, very chill session where you just have fun, I really recommend this one. I've also heard rumors that are unconfirmed that another Evolution might be dropping in on this one as well. So if you want to see Hannah, she might or might not be there.
I also heard those rumors, so very excited to see. And that's going to be right after Jacqueline and I stream today.
It is about coffee. Indeed it is.
It is about coffee, yes. We have 2 sessions from Will today.
Wow.
You heard that right. After the coffee stream, Will's going to take a little break, and then he is going to be back on the stream for part 2 of the machine learning track. If you missed part 1, you still have time to go and watch that recording. It's on Twitch, or you can jump in part 2. He'll give a kind of a quick summary of what happened yesterday, but I recommend going and watching it if you have the time to do so. And that's going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern time.
I'm so excited for seeing Will caffeinated and ready to go and teaching all of this. But times are in Eastern time on here. But if you go on the INIT website, you can get like a calendar. There's a slide coming up explaining all of that too. Where you'll be able to see it in your local time zone. So do not worry.
I'm nervous to try to convert the times.
Time zones are difficult. But what I'm not nervous about is attending Prishka's amazing cybersecurity workshop happening at 8 p.m. Eastern or whatever it is in your local time. Cybersecurity is like obviously a really important thing. For example, you know, if you decided to hack my iPhone, you would find lots of pictures of sharks, and those pictures are copyright me, and therefore that would be bad. So at the end of the day, you know, learning all about cybersecurity is a great thing. So I definitely recommend going to this workshop.
Also, this comment, we need Ryan for that. That is so true.
That is
true.
true.
If Ryan was here, he could convert all of these times for us in his head. We can hold him to that when he's back. The next session we have is at 1:30 a.m. Eastern time with Aditya. He is going to be doing a live technical session on how to create a hack that shares a message. Super excited to have him on the stream. I know y'all know and love Aditya. So make sure you go and show up for this one.
And, you know, when you're done sharing messages, whether that's about sharks or more important things, you know, Ritby's got you as well about the Internet of Things. Again, a shark is a thing. And, like, IoT is, like, super cool. If, like, you're into hardware or you're into just kind of, like, connecting lots of things together, you know, I definitely recommend checking out this session. It's at 3 a.m. Eastern. So if you're in Toronto or Canada or the US, you're probably going to be asleep, but it's going to be recorded. But if you're in somewhere like India, you know, this is going to be a great time for you to kind of, you know, spend some time with Ritby learning some cool stuff.
Exactly. And then we have Aditya back for a mini event. We're going to be doing a networking mini event at 5 a.m. Eastern time. I'm not going to give too much out about this, but it's going to be a chance to get to know other folks that are here in a really kind of casual environment. This was one of the most requested mini events that we got when we sent out our last poll. So really excited to give you all a chance to get to know one another a little bit better here.
So much hype. And then hey, you've learned a bit about GitHub yesterday, but if you want to learn even more, GitHub will running a Getting Started with Game Development workshop at 8 a.m. Eastern. And, well, game development is super, super fun. So, you know, even if you're in the US, get up early. Like, come to this workshop because, like, who doesn't want to learn more about game development, really?
For real, for real. Definitely show up for that one. And then stick around for our keynote. I am so, so excited about the keynote we have coming for you all tomorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern time. I do actually know the IST time for this one. It's 7:30 p.m. IST. So MLH's CEO and co-founder Swift is going to be on our Twitch stream. He's going to be announcing a lot of really cool hacker-focused announcements for the next season. So our season mascot is probably the most exciting one, the one we're hyping up the most. But there's going to be a bunch of other things that you're going to be very, very excited to learn as well there.
I'm so excited for us to announce Glahaj the Shark as the season mascot. So hyped. I've just got a feeling it is definitely Glahaj.
I can't confirm or deny anything. And remember to add all of those to your calendar. I know it can be confusing since we have folks hacking from all over the world. So if you add it to your Google Calendar, it's going to be in your specific time zone and probably a little bit easier to follow. All right, I want to talk a little bit about some of the challenges we have going on today because there are a bunch. First one, build a Discord bot. Jacqueline, if you were going to build a Discord bot today, what kind of bot would you build?
Oh, I've built many Discord bots. People don't know my full-time job is building Discord bots. So if I was building any Discord bot, I would probably build a Discord bot which lets you... Well, obviously it's going to have sharks in, but I think we could go one step further. Of course. Where it could hook into like another API, like an image generation one. And it lets you like inside Discord build yourself like a shark themed avatar. and then like you can then go and save and edit to your account, and you can go share them. So like, hey, there's an idea. Like, and if there's still a DSO challenge today, I don't know if there is or not, but if there is, you can always go and sync it to a DSO social network or something. You could do definitely cool stuff with that. So there's a free idea for anyone, not even charging for that idea. So hey,
I love it so much. I hope someone goes and builds that. If you do, please tag me in Discord so I can see your Discord bot.
Definitely.
Another one we have going on today is build a chat room server with JavaScript and Linode. Super hyped to see what you build over here. This is a little bit of like probably a more challenging, time-consuming project. But if you want a challenge today, I really recommend trying it out. And then you can have a little chat room. So I feel like you can incorporate into so many different things. Like you make a little room for your guild to talk on, or an FAQ bot, so many things there.
Make your Discord bot work with this chat room as well.
Yes, you could do that as well. Get both of them done.
Ooh.
Next
NFTs.
one, an NFT gallery. Jacqueline, have you made an NFT before?
I haven't, but I found some inspiration for some pictures that would look great, like shark themed JPEGs. Who doesn't need them in the world?
Yes, there you go. There you go. Those were just a few of the challenges we have today, though. You can see them all on our website, init.mlh.io/challenges. We can talk more about them if we have some time after the Q&A as well. Yes, someone called out the Wordle clone. That one is back again for day 2. Excited to see that one. I want someone to make a Wordle clone that's like only hackery words in it, you know?
It's like Wordle, except the word sleep is removed. Please sleep, friends. Sleep is important. But I know some of you haven't been. So this is a reminder. You should be sleeping this weekend or this week.
Incredible. With that is all of the content that I have for y'all today. We can jump straight into our Q&A. I am going to drop the link for folks to get the check-in link for this. So give me 1 second.
Oh, and while Mary's doing that, I'm getting a phone call. It's TNR. TNR's actually currently on vacation today. He's doing something with some fireworks, actually. So it looks like he's not going to be able to join us today, Mary, unfortunately.
That is such a bummer. Will you tell him that we all said hello, though?
Yeah, TNR, Mary says hello. So does Chat. TNR says he'll be back soon. Do not worry. Okay.
Amazing.
Bye, TNR. Love you. Bye.
Bye, TNR. That was perfect timing. I'm glad he reached out. I would have been disappointed to just have him be a no-show today.
It's so convenient. Like, that man has dedication. Like, I don't think he'd ever no-show.
He really does.
Yeah, every single day except the days he's not.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he was calling you through the Twilio bot that he made yesterday.
I mean, it could be Twilio bot. He's like obviously always on Discord, so it could be through Discord. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest, but
yeah,
you know, TNR is just everywhere, really.
Jacqueline and I can answer a few questions for y'all. Someone asked, are there no week-long challenges at Global Hack Week? There are not. There are some that you're going to see repeated multiple times, but to try to make it a little less confusing, we got rid of the week-long challenges so that you don't need to worry about 2 different dev posts and 2 different forms and all of that stuff. Another good question. Can we submit yesterday's challenge today as well? If you missed it and you really wanted to submit one from yesterday, open a ticket and I will give you the point for it.
Another question is, what's the story behind the name TNR? TNR stands for Totally Not Ryan, because TNR and Ryan are obviously 2 completely different people.
Exactly.
And Victoria missed yesterday's session. Has the new mascot been announced yet? No, we have not announced Glahaj Viklashark is the mascot yet, so don't worry. Plenty of time. Apparently it might not be, but you know, you're going to have to come to the keynote at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow morning to find out who the new mascot is.
Exactly. Someone asked, is it possible that you could add some UX design challenges? I know we don't have any today, but we do have some coming later in the week lined up with the UI UX sessions that we have. That's really the reason we don't have a bunch today, is because our live sessions don't align with them. But later this week, we're doing an intro to Figma session, an intro to UI UX session, a generative art session. So there's going to be a bunch of challenges associated with those.
We need to make a mascot, right? Do we have a challenge about making mascots, Mary?
We have one after the announcement. Should we do one today where people make what they think the mascot is?
I think that'd be fun. Make what you think the mascot is.
We can add that in today. Do we want folks to draw what they think the mascot is?
I say it's like we properly like get people to draw it and then see who can get the closest to a real one.
I think that's an amazing idea.
Hey, I joined late. What did I miss? Most of today's updates, but don't worry. Just go over to the YouTube channel, and even when we're live, you can go backwards and watch all the stuff you missed. So it's all recorded and it's all available. Yes. Was there a swag shop? Yes, there was. There very much was. There's so many messages in chat, I can't find anything.
I know, it's really hard to keep up with it.
There's a lot of whales around. Excuse me, no, there'll be lots of sharks.
Yes. Wait, aren't sharks whales?
No! Hang on.
Oh.
Hey Siri, are sharks whales? Siri just, like, decided to not listen to me whatsoever there. So, no, she just ignored me, so I think that's a no.
I'm gonna get roasted for this. I'm already getting roasted. I thought, are dolphins technically
sharks whales? They're considered a type of fish, whereas whales, dolphins, and porpoises are both marine mammals. Are dolphins whales? This is what you tune in for INIT. You don't want actual tech. Like, no, they're all in a similar group.
I know that sharks and whales are different animals, but I thought that, like, they were maybe... I'm just gonna.
They're closely related. Let's just stop digging ourselves a hole here.
Oh, okay. Yes. Whales are mammals and sharks are fish. This is what I was getting confused with, because dolphins are also mammals and a type of whale, technically, right?
I'll be honest, the only thing I know about sharks is about the 1 meter long one from IKEA variety. I don't actually know much about real sharks, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yes, I'm almost certain about that. That's where I was getting confused. No one roast me.
That was one way of getting rid of all the questions in chat.
I know.
All the people laughing at us for not knowing this basic knowledge. I got an email saying I haven't earned swag yet. Follow the steps below to get checked in and be on your way, but you've already completed these steps on day one. What do you do? It's a very good question, because I got the same email.
Yes. So that is telling you that you haven't earned, like, the bonus swag yet, which no one has been able to yet, because you have to have gone to at least 3 sessions and checked in multiple days. So don't worry at all. Just make sure you're following the steps each day. Later in the week, you'll see if you earned your bonus swag.
Yep. Another very serious question. Blahaj is a shark. Great. Yep. Blahaj is indeed a shark.
Orcas are dolphins and dolphins are whales. that actually is what I was thinking.
You missed, I think you mean yesterday's sessions and challenges. Can you submit today? Generally, no, the challenges last a day, and, like, you know, there's always new ones every single day. I think Mary's mentioned a couple of times, though, if, like, you'd completely finished a project yesterday and then kind of forgot to submit, just open a ticket and we'll do what we can for you.
Yeah.
What is the mascot? It has not been revealed yet, but it's going to be a shark. It definitely isn't, because shark doesn't begin with G, but I'm going to tell you what it is anyway.
Yeah.
Any other actual serious questions? Or we're having a very easy day today in terms of actual serious questions.
Yeah. The folks are not taking it hard on us with these questions.
They're not seeing Ryan Swift, so they're like, this, like, neither of us have, like, because Ryan Swift obviously has, like, a PhD in, like, hackathons, and they're like, they're looking at us being like, nah, we'll give them, like, the lowball questions today.
When I first read this, I thought you meant, like, gossip, but I realized no, it's a latte, an iced latte.
This is the easiest daily update ever, friends. If you've got questions, make sure you ask them, because we're just chilling.
I know. We're just gonna chill here. I'm certain we've got like minimum another 6 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm not seeing the timing of the cybersecurity workshop in the Google Calendar, but today is our event. There is an event today.
There is an event today. I'll go check the Google Calendar. It was a late edition, so it might not be over there. But
while you wait for Mary to do that, init.mlh.io has the schedule, and it's on that schedule, I believe. I hope.
Yes.
Yes.
It's at 8 p.m.
It's at 8 p.m. Eastern today. So, yeah. Can you tell the time in IST roughly? 8 p.m. IST, EST in IST. 5:30 a.m. IST. So, you might want to stay up, you might want to go to sleep early, or you might want to watch the recording. You can do either of those three options.
Don't stay up, though. That's the wrong answer.
Yes. Please, like, get some sleep at some point. Can we get the check-in link for today?
Yes, we can.
Hopefully Mary has it, because I do not.
I do have it.
Absolute pro-level moves.
1 sec. We're on day 2 already.
While Mary does that, am I in Canada? What gives you the impression I'm in Canada? How would you possibly have guessed that? How is Global Hack Week not an international declared event? This is gold. I agree. Who needs the Olympics when you can have me and Mary talk about dolphins for 30 minutes?
So true. so true.
This person says, gotta pull an all-nighter tonight. You don't have to. Like, you should definitely try and get some sleep. Sleep is really important. Yes. Global Hack Week is a week. It's actually, like, more than a week. But, like, it's a long time. And, like, it's really important that you do get that sleep so you can keep going. Because otherwise, you're going to start the week really awake and then you're not going to sleep. And then you're going to spend the rest of it asleep. And then you're going to miss it all. So...
Yeah. And, like, everything is recorded. You're not missing out if you miss anything. So you will all be good. Okay, we've got another serious question.
Serious question.
Finally got access to Discord channels. We love to see it. Can you please explain the point system? Yes, the points are completely made up and just for fun. You get a point for each thing that you do during Global Hack Week. So each session you attend, each time you check into something, each project you submit, and just to like be competitive with yourself and see how you're doing each day. So they're just fun and made up and for bragging rights.
Yes, I'm still in Canada. I haven't got on the plane in the last 2 minutes since that question was last asked. Here's a great question. Does everyone agree that getting an intern in tech is super hard? I know like a lot of people feel this way, but the MLH Fellowship is here to help you out. The Fellowship is an internship alternative where it can help you get that first bit of experience. You can go to fellowship.mlh.io to learn more. I think is there a session? Has it already happened this week?
They did. It happened this morning, but the recording is up, so y'all can go watch it.
Yeah, so if you want to learn about Fellowship, go on Twitch VODs, go backwards to like a couple of hours ago and you'll be able to find it in there.
Yes. We also have a bunch of folks who have participated in the Fellowship or help run the Fellowship in Discord. So if you ask over there, you can most likely get a better answer than Jacqueline and I can give you if you have specific questions about the Fellowship.
The last time I worked on Fellowship was 2 years ago, friends. Like, I don't know anything.
Outside of that, though, Jacqueline, do you have tips for folks who are trying to get an internship?
I do. So believe it or not, I'm actually not Ryan Swift level old. I actually like do understand the struggle. Like I'm 24, so I only graduated last year. What I would really say is like, one, if there is in-person hackathons in your area, go to them. I managed to get a internship while I was in Canada, despite the fact I legally couldn't work here at the time, needed visa sponsorship, all of that kind of stuff. By just talking to people and getting to know them and just being like a friendly face who like showed they could code. So like I would definitely recommend like making those connections in person, like if you can. If you can't, obviously online as well is also a great option, just it's a little bit harder sometimes. What I would also say, and this is going to be a hot take and a half, but I'm going to say it anyway, sending 50 million applications to every single company is probably not going to work. I say this as someone who has previously worked in hiring now, which is wild to say. So like make sure you are like tailoring your resume, and make sure your resume, if you're like applying in a different region to where you live, like I know a lot of hackers tend to nowadays, make sure you're like tailoring it to that region. So like say you live in like Europe or India, they're going to ask for a different resume format if you're applying for a job in North America, for example. So be aware of that. A lot of people don't realize that. And also like put the effort in, research companies, like get to actually know it. And like what I would also say, and this is going to be probably the hottest take of all, is your odds are dramatically lower if you're applying for an online portal for a job or an internship. So if you're just saying, hey, I want to apply for this internship, and like here's the link, oh, it's like easy to apply, you can try it, you should try it, but I would really recommend like, stuff like hackathons and various other opportunities, get to know people. If you talk to people, there is probably different processes for internships. Like every company I've done stuff with, if you've talked to people at the company and they can vouch for you, you go for a much more streamlined interview process with much higher odds. So go talk to people at companies. Like, they're not big scary people. Well, they might be, but like, you don't want to work there then. So find somewhere without big scary people who you can talk to.
Yes, I 100% agree with all of that. We've got a bunch of thank yous. Here's another question: can we create an NFT gallery using any other blockchain tool? You can. It won't count for that specific challenge though, so I recommend using that one on there. But if it fits into another challenge, or you just really want to try it out, I'm sure you could find another project category that fits into.
There's another good question a little bit further up, actually. How do we confirm our Discord account is properly connected to our MLH one? So the big thing is make sure you're using the same email everywhere. So for example, like if you use blahaja@ikea.ca and then blahaja@ikea.com for your Discord account, but .ca for your like MLH like account, then or like the one you check in with, it's not going to work. Because the way they kind of sync your Discord account and like your points and everything all together is based on your email. So make sure it all matches. And then as long as when you go to discord.mlh.io, it's showing that right email, you should be good to go.
Yes. What other questions do we have? Any tips for remote internships? Like for getting a remote internship or doing well in a remote internship?
Two very different things.
Yes. Let us know. Clarify your question.
Just as a follow-up, what if we don't want Discord to find your real email? Discord, you actually can disable the emails. That might be one thing. And also, like, you can always change it back after the event finishes. For now, like, maybe just set up a filter on your Gmail or whatever you use. I'm saying as if people use something other than Gmail. Because you can, like, set up filters to kind of filter out Discord stuff. I know it can get a little bit annoying. But it's how we know who you are, so...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mary.
No, you got it.
I only see coming soon in the dev post in Google Forms section. Is something wrong with your MLH account? It shouldn't be anything wrong with your MLH account because dev post in Google Forms is not how that works. If you're having like issues with like it not letting you submit, maybe open a ticket so we can take a look. But everything should be working for today. If you're seeing coming soon on dev post, make sure you're not like looking at the wrong hackathon, like day 3 or something. Make sure it's day 2 today, so make sure you're looking at that. That's kind of my best guess.
Yeah. If you post a screenshot of exactly where you're seeing that, I'm sure we can get it fixed. But I know other folks have submitted already today on both of those, so they're definitely working. We might have an incorrect link somewhere, though. I've been known to post an incorrect link before.
It's okay. I've been known to accidentally at everyone the entire MLH server.
You've been infamous for at everyone. Someone asked in all caps, "What is DevPost?" Great question. So DevPost is a platform for submitting hackathon projects. Tons and tons of different hackathons use this, not just Global Hack Weeks. So it's going to be where you submit any technical projects that you're making throughout the week. If you go and post that question in Discord, I will go and also send you some documentation on it, but it's pretty easy to get started with. It's going to ask you to give a name for your project and maybe some photos of it and answer questions about it. But it's just a platform to post the stuff that you're making.
Hello, Hannah. Aerosol, had her in chat. And also Aerosol and Jay kind of clarified they're asking about how to get a remote internship. Is this where I reveal my secrets? I don't know. Like, when I was in university, I applied for 5 places and I got 3 offers. That's not because I'm the best programmer in the world. It's because I will fail any data structures and algorithms interview you give me. I'm going to be honest. But, like, it's, again, like, making those connections, talking to people. Like, if they're asking you for, like, 500 words about, why you want to work there, just saying, this company is cool and I like to work there because I like money. It's probably not the right answer. So, like, do your research, take a look at, like, the resources available to you, and, like, spend the time, because applying for 50 gazillion places where you're putting in bad applications is not going to work as well as applying for, like, 10 where you've actually spent the time. Like, obviously, it varies between places. If there's, like, 10,000 different, people applying, then it's going to be difficult to get an internship, but then maybe look for places where less people are applying but are still offering good opportunities, because then once you've got that first bit of experience, then applying for like your next internship is generally a little bit easier. So
yes, I completely agree. It goes such a long way showing the interviewer that you did your research, that you came with thoughtful questions. I think that stuff matters so much more than people give it credit for. So do your research. Trying to think what I always really like to like practice actually answering questions. So like actually sit down with your friend or call, you know, a family member, anyone, and practice saying the things out loud, like not just in your head. I think that really can help a ton.
And one more thing, because I've just realized a lot of you might not know this. If you are applying for an internship at a company that gets lots of resumes, they automatically scan that resume. No one is reading that straight away. Mm-hmm. So you need to make sure two things. One, you can find tools online to do this. Make sure a computer can read your resume. Because if it can't, like sometimes if you've got 2 columns or text boxes, the computer can't read it, and therefore you're just going to get disqualified automatically, which you don't want. And 2, like if a job advert is asking for Python skills, then you better make sure the word Python is on your resume somewhere, and so on and so forth, because like that is really, really important, because otherwise it's very easy to accidentally screen yourself out without a human ever actually seeing your resume. So
yep, that is such a good tip. Okay, while we're just like, this is now a Mary and Jacqueline give advice.
Mentorship.
What tips do you have for new programmers?
Don't worry too much about knowing 50 gazillion languages. You don't need to know that many. Once you've learned one well, you can probably pick up others. Like, there's obviously like a difference between like, say, Python and like C# because they're like high level versus low level, but say Python versus JavaScript, the fundamentals are going to be pretty similar. So like, spend some time to actually learn one and then like build a project using it, because like people are like, oh, I did an online course, and it's like, great, can you remember anything from it? And they're like, no. So like the best way to kind of solidify your learning is like actually try it out and like build something that you like, find something that you want, or find a hackathon project you want to build, especially at INIT, right? And then build it, and then like you can then host it on your GitHub, and then there you go. If you're like, you know, first, second year of university, you're looking for something for your resume, there you go. You've got a project for your resume now, and then you can include all the technologies you used on your resume. And, well, there's, again, it links to the internship thing. It's going to make your life a bit easier.
Yes. Yeah, actually trying out the skills that are needed helps so much, because when you're building a project or really trying something out hands-on, you're going to be needing to Google for different issues, and you're going to be asking people questions, and you're going to have to debug and do all of these different things.
So many things.
More than you would ever do, you know, just by reading a textbook about programming or anything like that.
And also, me and Mary come from different backgrounds. Mary actually did a CS degree. Like, she's like big brain. I never did a CS degree. I am self-taught. So like, I understand the struggle. Like, I really do.
Jacqueline is hyping me up way too much here. Here's a good question. Does MLH ever do in-person hackathons in India? Yes, we have. I believe we actually very recently had our first in-person one, like after the start of the pandemic. So yes, we do. I don't know any of them off the top of my head. I believe Hack Camp. So I guess I do know some of them off the top of my head, but I can't think of the other ones. So I'm sure someone in chat can help me.
Someone's asking, is there any resources for the Create an NFT challenge? I just Googled the words create an NFT, and then a top result will tell you how to do it. So I'd recommend doing some research. Obviously, if you get questions and get stuck, ask an MLH server, but just give it a quick Google. There is tons of resources out there for you to get started with it.
Okay, I actually have a tip on this one. This is kind of a specific question, but I've thought about this a lot. So tips for writing a good, what perspective or experience can you bring? I think this also ties in really well with the like, tell me about your strengths question or essay. And one thing that's really helped me with those types of questions is doing some sort of either like, there's a lot of online quizzes like Strengths Finder, but you don't need to pay for one. But like take a quiz and read about the different strengths that people have. And like you can even just read about descriptions of them and kind of figure out the ones that you think really apply to you. And it's going to help you be able to verbalize so much easier what the things are that you bring to the table if you don't know how to, you know, come in and just say like, oh, I'm a hard worker. Instead, you can say, you know, I'm really persistent. Like when I start something, I stick to it. So I found that like taking an assessment on that really, really helped me. Jacqueline, any other tips from you on that?
Yeah, think about your actual experience. So saying, oh, like, I'm a hard worker and I have always turned up on time, and all of that kind of stuff is very generic. So think about what you've actually done. Like, I'll give you like an example from like me is like, when someone's like, you know, something you did under stress or under pressure or whatever, Like, I think, okay, what have I done under that? And it's like, well, like, you want to get stats in there, you want to get kind of like the full perspective, and then kind of what you did. So, like, an answer to that I would potentially give is, like, I was lead organizer of Hack Quarantine. It was a 3,500 person online hackathon, happened at the start of COVID. We had 10 days to organize it. And in this, I was lead organizer, so I did XYZ, and supported a team to do ABC. And out of that, I got this. And this is what I can bring as a result. So it's kind of like, make sure you think about how you're structuring the answer as well. Because, you know, you can give yourself a ton of credibility where instead of just saying, hey, this is what I can bring, or this is what experience I have, you can say, and because of that, I can bring this to you. And, like, you can back yourself up, right?
Totally. Tying together all those things that you've done and really kind of like telling the interviewer, or, you know, writing in the essay that story of like how all of those experiences you've had, you know, have made you who you are, and what you're going to do with them in the future.
Storytelling is so important.
Yes. Amazing question. Will there ever be an MLH in-person hackathon in the Bahamas? I hope so. I hope that I'm also
we can go together.
Yeah. I don't believe we currently have one, but if any of you want to organize a hackathon in the Bahamas, I would love to come to that event.
I am fully in favor of this.
Rename this as a mentoring session.
Maybe we should do a mentoring session mini event one day.
We should. Just like career advice.
Yeah.
I love it. Questions are slowing down.
Yes.
What other questions do we have from the crowd?
We don't have Ryan Swift keeping us in line for like the important things. This is a great kind of personally for me when writing an essay. I try not to write it all in one go. I like take the question on my notes out throughout the day and add some snippets of my personal experience and incorporate it into questions for others. You know, it's a process and a story. Yeah, that's a really, really great take. Yeah.
That's a really good one. Also, with some of these questions, it can really help to ask someone else, like if they were you, how they would answer it. Because sometimes your friends or your peers or your family, like they notice things about you that you might not. So like, you know, ask your friends, like, what do you think is a big strength that I bring to the table? Because your friends want to hype you up anyways. So give them a chance to.
Oh, a serious question. Can I start with machine learning first from a NIT? I'm a beginner. Yes, you can. The actual machine learning track, which Will did yesterday, the part 1 is just like an intro to Python, so you can kind of learn the skills you need for parts 2, 3, 4, and so on. So yes, you definitely can start with just machine learning first, and then, you know, get the basics from part 1 of the workshop. It's on YouTube and Twitch, and then go from there. Will is a great teacher.
Will is a great teacher. Yeah.
I agree.
All righty. We'll give y'all another minute or two. And
Will is actually the reason I work here, actually, like at MLH as the coach. Met him in person. He's like, you should apply. And I'm like, should I? And so I did. And he's like, did you apply?
So y'all can thank Will for Jacqueline being here today.
Any tips for writing essays in the MLH Fellowship application? We're not super involved in Fellowship, but I suspect if you ask in Discord, some of the amazing people from the Fellowship will be able to help out. I think there's also like some videos on YouTube from people who've done it in the past, as well as like just some various blog posts online. So if you Google, you can kind of hear from people's various experiences on that too. How do you become an MLH coach? MLH.io/coaches. If
we're hiring right now.
We are in Europe and APAC especially. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Again, Jacqueline and I aren't super involved in hiring the coaches, but I'm pretty excited there.
If you're in Canada, please apply. I like friends. Is there extra points for good work in challenges, Mary?
There are not. Just one challenge, 1 point. But if you do amazing work, you can, have some extra bragging rights.
Fellowship requires you to be older than 8 years old. Yes, I'm going to presume this meant 18. My understanding is it varies per program. There's definitely some that do require to be 18. I'd recommend you check out fellowship.mlh.io, and there's like in the FAQ for each program, it's going to tell you if you need to be over 18. So just double check on there.
Yes. And our application's open now. Yes, they are.
tips for getting more involved, go to emily.io. There's like so many member events. We're actually announcing the ones for the next season. So it's going to be here at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So go take a look at all of that kind of stuff. Because there's going to be so many cool ones. I'm like super hyped for Hack for North, which is a Canadian event. And so like there's so much cool stuff coming up. As well as that, like there's a couple of workshops that happen sometimes. You can find them on the MLH website. There's like global hack weeks constantly. So just go to MLH.io. There's a full website with everything on there.
Yeah, and I definitely recommend subscribing to our newsletter if you haven't yet. That's a really just quick way to get a download of everything going on.
Also at ML Hacks on Twitter, you can get incredible content on there, as well as like guides on how to make bread, which was once we did.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in chat if anyone wants to learn how to make bread.
Someone asked if they need software accounts before the cybersecurity workshop. Not that I know of. It'll be posted over in Discord, though I don't think there's any prerequisites.
Yep.
Whew.
We did it, Mary. We got
I think
to the
we
end
did
of the
it.
questions.
We answered every single question.
So I can like get the sweat off me. We did it.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Any last words of wisdom or anything else you want to say to the people before we hop off here? Give everyone a break before Hack Your Espresso.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell, turn notifications on, dab on the haters, join Blahaj Gang if you've not already got guilds, not biased at all. And yeah, just have a great Global Hack Week, friends.
Yes, I couldn't have said it better. I hope you all have a great day. You can catch Jacqueline and I on the internet and in Discord and all of those places. And go take a little break. Come back here in 15 minutes.
Bye, friends.
Bye, everyone.